their premium, our product, or how to move beyond the spreadsheet by offering solutions providing value and flexibility. I am recording this session as well, so if interested, I can send out a link of the recording for you to have access to. This is going to be an interactive presentation, so if at any time if you'd like to stop and ask me a question, certainly do so if something is unclear or doesn't make sense. And we'll be in and out of here rather quickly within 15 minutes. And again, I appreciate your attendance. If you want my contact information, it is up here on the screen. I'm going to leave it up here for a little bit, and then we'll move on into the presentation. I'm sure we have all experienced the following scenario sometime in the last several years. You have a new client seeking life insurance. They are 50 or older and likely a candidate for something permanent versus a term solution. In the past 15 to 20 years, the go-to solution for many would have been a No-Lapse UL type of product that guarantees the premium and death benefit for a predetermined period of time, assuming premiums were paid on time. That guarantee was usually to the insurer's age 100 or longer. When these products were introduced in the late 1990s, they were a gift to our industry that was just emerging from the debacle of class action lawsuits caused by poorly performing current assumption UL policies that were sold in the 1980s and early 90s. In fact, so shell-shocked were many producers that they abandoned selling UL for good, or at least for several years. To the rescue came No-Lapse UL products that promised to eliminate the worry of increasing premiums or underperformance because the premiums and death benefits were contractually guaranteed. Remarkably, for several years, No-Lapse UL contracts were often less expensive than their current assumption counterparts. Of course, that did not make sense in a logical world. How could you guarantee something to age 100 or longer for less than a non-guaranteed projection for the same duration? This anomaly continued for several years. However, once interest rates started to drop in the early mid-2000s and continue on their downward trend and remain there as they are right now, the profitability of these no-lapse products came into question by several carriers, and many of them eventually dropped these types of products from their portfolios because of the combination of persistently low interest rates and ever-increasing reserving requirements. Fast forward to the last 5 or 6 years with the introduction of protection-oriented index UL or IUL products. I call these bridge products, or products that offer the cash value potential and the flexibility of current assumption UL with the guarantee similar to No-Lapse UL. And now we have a whole new conversation we can have with potential clients. Gone are the days where you were a slave to the spreadsheet as you were when selling No-Lapse UL products. GUL products basically commoditize the sale of permanent insurance, causing many brokers to forget how to sell value versus just premium. That brings us to the topic at hand today. How do we engage our clients on a deeper level than just premium and show them solutions that offer flexibility, cash value, death benefit guarantees, and an exit strategy that you cannot find in most No-Lapse UL products? Most No-Lapse UL products offer little to no cash value, which means the insured has no exit strategy in case circumstances change. Basically, they are buying lifetime term that offers few options other than to surrender the contract with little to no cash value in order to extricate themselves from the plan. Additionally, No-Lapse UL products are very sensitive to late or skipped premiums, which I will address in a moment. Real life happens, and sometimes premiums aren't paid on time or are missed altogether. With no-lapse products, that can have a significant detrimental impact on policy guarantees. Now, the best way to illustrate many of these issues is through a real-life case study, which I am going to do right now. So, in our case here, this is for a male, age 50, preferred, non-smoker, second best preferred, for $1 million of coverage. And we are solving for a death benefit guarantee on a competitive No-Lapse UL chassis that's available today to age 105. That premium happens to be $9,399 per year, payable every year through age 105. The product that we are illustrating in this instance happens to be Protective Life's GUL product, which is one of the more competitive ones out there in the marketplace. So you will see the premium is $9,399. Target is $9,400, which I will address why that's important. Cash values you can see in your 20, 25, and 30 is illustrated here. And this is actually unusual because a lot of No-Lapse UL products will have zeros in these years. As you go out further, they have little to no cash value. The Protective product actually has cash value. Now, the bridge products that I'm going to illustrate to you here are, one is from Protective and one is from American General. These are indexed universal life products, but they have significantly long death benefit guarantees, and we are using the same $9,399 per year premium. If we do so and plug that into Protective's index UL product, we have a death benefit guarantee slightly below their GUL, age 97. We have a target significantly higher, $12,500, and much more cash at current projections, which are fairly conservative in these protection-oriented IUL products. American General's product, same premium, same scenario, age 92 death benefit guarantee, target of $11,190, and you can see the cash values here are a bit higher than what is available potentially in the Protective product. Now, I said I was going to mention the target and why that could be important. These IUL products have what is called a rolling target, which means that if you don't pay the full target in year 2, you actually get paid the difference between the year 1 premium and the balance left over in the target. So as you can see, potentially a lot more income to you as the producer as well, without sacrificing much in the way of guarantees, but offering a lot more flexibility and cash value potential, which means exit strategies as circumstances change. Now, I had mentioned previously that skipping premiums on IUL chassis products can have a fairly significant impact on premiums, or if you pay them habitually late. So what I did here was just take a simple scenario, just to say 6 years into the plan, we skip premiums, and we do so for all 3 of these products here. And then we resume the same $9,399 premium starting in year 7. What happens to all these products? Well, the Protective GUL, the death benefit actually drops by 9 years. It goes to 96, and then it would lapse if the person lived that long, because there is no current assumption projection beyond that. The Protective IUL, the death benefit guarantee drops to a lesser degree, goes from 97 to 94, and it runs to 103 at current assumptions. So if the product is performing reasonably well, even if you skip that premium, you potentially have death benefit past 100. The AIG product has little impact on its death benefit guarantee. It does have some. It goes to 91 from 92. And it runs at current projections. However, if you resume that $9,399 premium in year 7, it runs to 120 at current assumptions. So as you can see, there's a lot more flexibility here. And the Protective GUL product, I want to reiterate, is one that performs a little better than other GUL products. There are some companies who, if you skip a premium like this, that it would have even a larger impact on the death benefit guarantees. And we're able to illustrate those if anyone has questions and would like to see that illustrated in real life form. We can do that. We have access to all the major carriers that can run them concurrently. One note I did want to address is the American General product has the debt, because of the way it's designed, their death benefit on a current projection actually begins to increase in year 35. So at age 85, if he's continuing to pay this premium and the policy is performing reasonably well, you're actually going to see a bump up in the death benefit. Now, you can add on all 3 of these products a chronic illness rider in the event that the person's also interested in covering a future long-term care, facility care, assisted living, home care type of scenarios by accelerating their death benefit. That's usually an 8 to 12% increase, give or take, depending on the product and the gender and their age, but that's a fair assessment. And those are wildly popular now. We're probably selling 35 to 40% of our permanent sales have some sort of living benefit attached to them, whether it's a long-term care rider or a chronic illness rider. They both operate nearly the same. It just depends on the company and what they offer. So that's their premium, our product, in a nutshell. As you can see, the new generation of IUL products, which are simpler in design, focused on death benefits, still offer significant cash value build up compared to a GUL no-lapse counterpart, and the flexibility. So if you need to exit the plan because you need the cash, things have changed, you can't afford it, no longer need it, you can do so and probably recoup a lot of your premium that had been paid, if not more, depending on the performance of the IUL. So these products really have come a long way. They provide significant safety, as you can see, guarantees well past life expectancy with cash value and all the flexibility built into their chassis and design with higher targets, meaning more commissions for you as the producer. There are other companies that offer good products in this realm as well. Nationwide has one, North American has one, Minnesota Mutual has an IUL protection-oriented bridge type product. The Protective and the American General, from my experience, however, seem to perform the best when you use this scenario of plugging in some other company's premium into their chassis, but you can always look at all the solutions, and depending on how you want to design it, and see which one actually is best for your particular client situation. That concludes our portion of the presentation. I'm happy to open it up to any questions. If anyone does have any, please let me know right now. And here's my contact information again. If you'd like to reach out to me via email or call me directly, that is my direct dial phone number. So are there any questions? Well, if there's not, then we've got you out of here in less than the 15-minute time frame. I hope this idea was useful to you and that you can take it and use it in your practice to generate sales. And again, thank you for attending. My name is Howard Stern, and we are the Solario Agency. Thanks.